All right, let's get into some power rankings.
Let's do it.
What is this, week 5, week 6?
This would be week 6 power rankings.
Week 6 power rankings. I don't think my number 1 team has changed for about 6 weeks.
Since we started it.
The Chiefs, number uno, for sure, though. Number 2, I got Aaron Rodgers. I know people are going to say, my number 3 team is the Falcons. I'm just going to go ahead and say this. But people are going to say, obviously, the Falcons beat the Packers. But the Falcons just haven't looked as impressive to me. I think a couple.
I mean, I agree, but assuming like the records are the same right now, though. The Packers do have one more win because Atlanta was on their bye.
Yeah. Well,
but I still got Atlanta ahead just because. But I would agree. I mean, I think Packers do look better.
Yeah. Right now, I think the Packers. I just think I'm always going to bet with Aaron Rodgers. It's just I can't not do it. I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers over Matt Ryan. I know the last 2 times they've played, Matt Ryan has won, but man. I ain't going to bet on it for the 3rd time. So, Falcons are my number 3. As crazy as it sounds and they haven't looked good, I'm still going to put the Patriots number 4 just because I believe that the Patriots are still going to be right there at the end.
The Jets about to take that division.
It looks like
they're about to win this week and be first.
The Bills' best player, Charles Clay, just went out for the year, or out for a couple weeks, so I don't know what they're going to do.
They lost both their tight ends. They were playing a former quarterback at tight end.
What the hell? I'm going to go with the Patriots because, I know the defense is absolutely horrible, but I'm still going to believe in Belichick to fix that defense. And obviously, Tom Brady, I don't really say anything on offense. Number 5, I got the Denver Broncos because their defense, their quarterback is ass water.
Literally because their defense.
A good run game, solid outside skill positions with Demarius and Sanders. And when they play at home, they just get buckets, and they got the Giants upcoming. So
at home, too.
Yeah,
can we get the Giants off primetime?
Yeah.
This is their 3rd primetime game in 6 weeks. Like, come on.
It's rough out here.
Flex out of that game.
It's going to be rough. Number 6. It's one I'm a little iffy on, but at the Panthers, I can't really say much. Kind of like what we were saying about the Lions. They're finding a way to win, Cam's looked good the last 2 weeks.
So I'm saying, I'm not. These power rankings are actually a lot harder than I thought. It's tough because, I'm not that high on the Panthers either, but
yeah,
they're winning, so that's.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I got them number 6 is because they're finding a way to win, and Cam looks.
And if I still don't fully believe in Cam keeping this up, but if he does, then. It's a dangerous team.
Yeah, exactly, and I think they're gonna find. Eventually.
Ed Dixon, what, $1.85 last week receiving? Yep. What?
And that's what I'm saying is if he plays like that until Greg Olsen gets back, and I don't think they could end up, missing a beat really. But their defense has looked a lot better than last year's. But the 17th I have is who the Panthers playing this week is the Eagles.
Awesome game.
It's gonna be an awesome game. Finally, we got a good Thursday night game. Who the hell would have thought the Rams and the 49ers would be the best Thursday night game?
Yeah, it was a hell of a game.
So, the Panthers and the Eagles this Thursday. I got the Eagles because, I tried to tell you guys at the beginning of the year, Carson Wentz is about that action, and he's going to get buckets. I tried to tell you guys. Besides Carson Wentz, that's about it. That's the reason why I have him at number 7. The Lions. I don't know. I think I've said this the last 3 weeks. I don't really know what to say about the Lions.
They're just there.
They're just there,
They're just there.
Battling, Barely lost to the Panthers. Barely lost to the Falcons, You can make the point that they could be undefeated,
They could have. A couple plays went their way.
Yeah, and definitely the Falcons game.
They could have won that one.
Number 9, I got the Seattle Seahawks.
My Super Bowl team hanging on.
They're hanging on by a thread.
They're just hanging in there.
They're hanging,
At least 3-2, I'll take it.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say about Seattle.
Yeah, they got more wins than both your teams combined at Super Bowl.
Yeah. They're winning, bro. Well, let me just say this: my teams are losing more than Seattle's winning. The Giants, man. I don't know what I did to you guys, but good God.
It's killing me.
But Seattle, man.
You almost convinced me, too. I was believing.
And you almost convinced me on Seattle. So, I don't know. I don't know really what's going on with
It's rough.
Seattle, though, I don't really know what to think think about them either because
I don't know.
they're off. Man, their running back.
They're also just there.
Their running back situation. And they also
between Lacey and Rawls, it's garbage.
I can't remember the offensive lineman's name who retired for the Dolphins this past season, which was really good, and he's working out for Seattle, and they ended up not even signing him. Like, bro, you guys should take anything you can get.
I mean, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
And that's my point, is they're never going to end up getting an offensive line, which is always going to hurt.
I mean, they're lucky Russ can run outside the pocket, but there's only so many plays you can make outside there.
Oh, yeah, you're lucky.
I mean, luckily he's one of the best at outside the pocket throws.
And one of the best just miraculously making plays because...
He's actually played well over the last few weeks, too.
Yeah, definitely with that offensive line and that running game because... Man, I don't even know what to say about the run. They got 15 running backs, and they can't decide on one of them. My number 10 is the Rams. That game was good. I still believe in the Rams offensively, even though, I mean, listen, it's Seattle, you know. That's a good defense. I'm just going to – it's a good defense.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for, Todd Gurley's fumble at the one, which I saw a lot of arguments that shouldn't have been called a fumble.
Yeah.
Could have changed that whole game.
Yeah, exactly. And their offense is pretty damn good. Obviously, Ty Gurley is amazing.
He's really good.
Their defense,
they got Aaron Donald.
Yeah, some weeks
they got Aaron Donald.
Some weeks they look good, and then some weeks they look like they gave up 55 points to the 49ers. So, I mean, I don't really know what I can really say about the Rams, too. Really, these last, besides the top 5, I don't really know what to say.
It's really tough. Even the top 5's kind of hard to make.
Yeah, and I don't really know what else to say except for what the hell's going on, Oakland. You guys are letting me down. If you guys do not beat the Chargers, the teams that just give away wins,
they literally hand them out.
The
Giants wouldn't take it. They said no to the handout.
The Giants at least just get beat the whole game. The Chargers will be in contention. They'll be winning, and they'll just be like, hey, man, if you want this win.
He's wanting to put the Raiders back in his top 10. You got to do it for him.
Yeah, I wanted to force them into my top 10 because E.J. Manuel was just that bad. I knew we were going to lose, but come on, man. If we don't beat the Chargers, I can go ahead and say this. Our season's done.
Oh, in your division, y'all are screwed.
Done.
Hey, put a fork in them.
Yeah.
Put a fork in them. Absolutely done.
Absolutely. Because, obviously the Chiefs are going to make the playoffs.
The two teams ahead of y'all are combined 9-1.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to make the playoffs. The only thing saving us right now is somehow the Bills and the Jets and the Bengals and all these trash teams are somehow possible playoff team.
Oh, man. But anyways, hey, same record as them Raiders.
Hey,
same record.
You put E.J. Manuel as the quarterback.
Same record.
We'll see what we get.
E.J. Manuel couldn't have been any worse against the Ravens. He did way better against the Ravens than Dalton did. I'll tell you that right now. Anyways, about my power rankings, we agree with the Chiefs at 1. I do have the Falcons 2 over the Packers at 3 just because that win. That's the only reason why, but I really actually wanted to put the Packers over the Falcons. Packers have looked really good. And, Dallas is still a team that I think is good.
Yeah, me too.
Although they're 2-3. So, I think that's a really good win on the road.
The Cowboys have a really tough schedule so far, man.
And I stick to my stuff with having teams that won head-to-head on there. So I got the Panthers at 4 and Pats at 5 just because Panthers did win head-to-head at the Pats. I think that's a big win. But, I don't know. The Panthers, honestly, after those top 3 teams, I don't really – I expect the Patriots, obviously, they're going to turn it up and they're going to be there. So, really, top 4 teams, it's interesting. It's quite interesting.
It really is.
But I got the Eagles at 6, which we talked about. I'm going to love that Thursday night game. It should be awesome. I got Broncos at 7. That defense, that's really it. That's it. That defense is fire. It is fire. Seattle at 8. And then the first time in my whole life, I'm going to show this team love, and they'll probably never be in my top 10 again. But the Jacksonville Jaguars, thank you all for beating the Steelers. That was awesome. But they have the best point differential in the league at the moment. This is what Booty Water Bortles. Best point differential in the league and the best turnover ratio in the league. And they also, by remaining teams they have on their schedule, winning losses, had the easiest remaining schedule left in the NFL.
Looks bright for the Jaguars.
And their division is garbage.
Absolutely fucking.
I mean, Deshaun Watson might pull it out, but the Titans I expected to be a lot better this year, and boy.
Yeah, they're for some reason.
Oh boy.
For some reason, they're like, hey, DeMarco, we're just gonna let you keep getting like 20 touches. Derrick Henry, bro, you suck. I mean, we're not gonna give you.
I don't know. The Titans are gonna have to figure stuff out.
Put Derrick Henry.
Hopefully, Mariota's back this week. But then we agree with our 10th team. I got the Rams in there. I just like what they're doing. I like the offense. I know Goff's actually looked better kind of than his stats show. I mean, I saw he was still ranked 15th in QBR, so I mean, he's middle of the pack. But I think with that offense, I mean, Gurley can carry that team. I mean, they got my boy Whitworth on that left side. Just keep running to the left, my man. Keep running to the left.